Hi, I'm Brian Phoebe with GuruFi.com. Today we're going to be talking about word limits. The specific question that was asked in the forum is twofold. First, how much can you go over a word limit? And second, how do you handle an essay if there is no stated word cap? Now, I'm actually going to answer specifically those questions at the very end of this video, but I first want to tell why I think at least the first question approaches the writing of an essay from the wrong point of view. And here's basically why. The two assumptions that people bring when they ask questions about going over the word limit is, the first is that you just can't squeeze your essay down to fit a word cap. And the second is that a longer essay is always a better and more advantageous essay. Both of those assumptions are incorrect for reasons that I'll explain. Importantly, if you go over the word cap in an essay, this is usually a failure of either planning or proofreading. If your essay is well over the word limit, so if you have a 1,000-word essay and you have a 1,500-word or 2,000-word essay, that just means you haven't really properly planned. When you do your outlining and drafting phases, you need to outline and draft specifically with the word cap in mind. So if you have 13 or 14 points that you want to cover in an essay, that's just too many. You need to pare that down and keep your word cap in mind throughout the writing and revision process. So there should never come a point when you should be well over the word limit. Now, if you're just a little bit over the word limit, say a 1,000-word essay and you have 1,050 words or 1,100 words, something like that, that's something that can be fixed with proofreading, all right? So right off the bat, in almost every instance, this is a kind of problem that can be fixed. The second thing is, understand that usually brevity makes writing better. So when you go through the process of actually word by word, sentence by sentence, paring down an essay from say 1,200 words to 1,000 words, you'll find that the 1,000-word essay is actually a stronger and more effective essay than the 1,200-word essay. Because what you've done is really focused on the stuff that is absolutely vital to tell your story. And what you'll find is that the things that you remove aren't absolutely vital and necessary to tell the story. Now, if you think about this just in terms of the media that you consume, this is very obviously the case. So if you think about a movie, if your friend asks you to go see a 7-hour movie, your first reaction is probably to groan and say that it's got to be a really well-made movie for it to be worth 7 hours of your time. A 2-hour movie, probably much better. Same thing, how many people read 1,500-word novels? There's a couple of them that are out there that are really good, but for the most part, those are really hard to nail. A 300-page novel, that is much better than a 1,000-page novel. So you can get it down to the word cap. That's the big overarching idea that I want you to have here. So in terms of how much can you go over a stated word limit, what I would say is don't press your luck. Meet the word limit, right? You will see all over the internet people giving different forms of advice. So you can go 50 words over, 10 words over, 5% over. I've never actually heard that advice from an admissions officer. And so you're taking a bit of a needless chance because you know it's not going to make your essay worse to pare down the length. And you know that it could annoy someone who says this person is not actually following the rules. So just meet the word limit, all right? So how much can you go over word limit? I would say 0 words. If the word limit is 500 words, write 500 words or less. Simple as that. Now, the second question, how do you handle it if there is no word limit? As a general matter, you should aim for about 2 pages single-spaced, which is something like 1,250 words. It's not hard and fast. If you find yourself on a 3rd page, that's probably too long. 4th page, certainly too long. Again, you can pare this down. Remember that you should see this from the perspective of the admissions reader. And if you are giving them 5 pages to read, understand that on that day that they're going to be reading 100 essays. And it will just seem like a tedious chore, and you don't want to annoy the person who's reading your essay and assessing your application if you don't have to. I'm Brian Phoebe from GuruFi.com. Thank you.